So a picture of a streaming PC on this deep IKEA desk? No, I don't share pictures of anything. I think literally the only picture that has been taken with a camera of anything of mine ever that you guys have ever seen is that picture of the paper I wrote on, the handwriting. That was it. But I won't share pictures of anything. And I know it's probably way overly paranoid, but it's partially because I like the immersion, to be honest. I kind of like the immersion. But it's partially because I'm like, I don't even want you to see, like, my flooring. I don't want you to see my flooring, my wall color, my windows, like literally anything. Nothing. You know? Do I think anybody is ever going to use any clues from a picture like that and, like, try to track me down? Yeah. Will they be successful? Probably not. But you just never know. So, like, why make it possible, you know? Why make it possible? Someone will find a way to rain bolt it. I mean, you have people that will literally look at, like, the sky and be like, I've located you. You know? Right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna share anything. I had one friend. This is something that happened to one friend. Is they shared pictures of, like, an apartment that they were looking at, but it wasn't pictures from, like, the online listing. It was a picture of the inside of a room that they took with their phone, and they posted to their Discord, and they were like, do you think I should, like, get this place? Like, do you think this is a good size for an office? Whatever, right? You couldn't see out the window in this picture. No window was in there. It was just the walls and the floor. But people knew generally what city she was looking in. No, it wasn't the metadata. No, it was even worse. Somebody went through all of the apartment listings in the city and managed to, like, narrow down, because they knew generally she lived, like, okay, not city center. She did say, like, oh, I can't do anything above this price. You know, she didn't give her exact price, but they knew, like, they could filter by that. And they were able to, like, match it up with the pictures of it listed online for the real estate listing. And they needless to say, she did not get that apartment. But, like, someone was like, oh, is that the one in this neighborhood? I was looking at it too. And she was like, what? And they were like, yeah, I was looking around because I was curious. It's like, I think that would be pretty good. And she was like, imagine if they didn't say it and they just knew. Brother, I can't. It's so weird. It's so weird, man. No thanks. Right? Ooh. This is one streamer that posted her staying in a hotel room, and someone was able to find her by the bed sheets the hotel used. I mean, it's true, because they use standardized ones for, like, the whole building, right? Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy. That's why I always tell people, I'm like, just don't share anything, dude. Just talk about it. You know, have a good time talking about it. People can relate if you just use words. You don't have to show it. You know? Even talking about it, be careful. Obscure some things. Maybe don't mention some stuff, whatever. You know? People will, like, move out to the suburbs and start talking about what's going on, you know, something about their house. And I'm like, dude, just... honestly, stay in the city. I know it's more expensive for streamers, but still, stay in the city. Live in a building. Live in a building, okay? You'll be way safer. There's a reason a lot of streamers that had streamer houses, instead of going out and buying their own homes out in the suburbs, instead they're all buying condos and buildings, or they're staying in apartments. Like, so many of them have gone back to that life. And I do not blame them. I think it's the right way. You know? So much better. Yeah, doorman or something, right? Because then even if someone wants to try and approach, they're gonna have to get into a building. You know what I mean? Like, they'd have to. So it's much better. I'm personally a lot more comfortable doing that. Look up and walk along, yeah, right? I don't know. It's just better. A castle with a moat. Yeah, I've thought about that. Like, I should just get a lava moat, right? The more you hear about soccer stories, the more you understand Zen or TTS. Dude, it's... Yeah, I... And the thing is, like, let's be realistic. Most people don't end up dealing with this unless they kind of are past like a certain size, right? Like there's a point where I feel like it becomes inevitable. And most streamers don't talk about a lot of specifics because they don't want to bring attention to a person who did a thing, right? Or if someone does something crazy and then you talk about it, depending on that person, that might be what they want, right? That might be it gets them to keep trying. So a lot of people won't talk about it, but they all have way more stories than they let on, is what I'll say. For sure. For sure. So when you hit the 3K mark, I've noticed is the creep sweet spot. It's a lot earlier than that. Way earlier than that. Everyone gets them no matter what. No matter what size. I feel like anything above like 1K CCV even, it's inevitable. Completely inevitable. It doesn't mean that they'll be successful, but like people will try. People will 100% try shit. You've known a couple less than 50 CCV streamers with stalkers? Yeah, I mean, it's just like your chances get higher the wider net you cast. But it'll happen. Right? It'll definitely happen. At some point. Hope you're having a great trip. Could you name the top 5 restaurants you ate at so far? Yeah, like that's the thing is I'll never, if I'm talking about what I ate, I'll tell you guys like one thing, but I won't tell you like, you know, all 3 things I ate that day, right? Because once you can establish a pattern, now shit can get weird potentially, right? Or if I'm ever recommending restaurants, I recommend ones that I don't frequent. Very simple. Because if I recommend stuff to chat and I'm like, oh, these are the best places to go that I like to go to. And then I'm like, oh, I have a friend visiting me. You could be like, let me check those places, see if they're there. You know what I mean, right? Stuff like that. So I just don't mention them. You know? Yeah, I wish I didn't have to. I would love to just say it. I would love to be able to just say that stuff safely, but, you know. Or if I'm telling a story, I'll change information in the story that is comparable and doesn't affect the story, but changes it slightly. And if I'm like, yo, we were on a road trip, and then we went to blank burger place. If it's some place that's not a big franchise, I'll just be like, we went to McDonald's, right? Or if we did go to McDonald's, I'll be like, we went to McDonald's. You know, I just kind of like consolidate that stuff into something that's not quite so specific. May I introduce you to lying was huge for me. I mean, it does feel bad to change some information too much, so it's better just leave it out, honestly. But if it's something like you actually ate it, you know, like a smaller chain, and you find yourself, I mean, realistically, you just be like, we ate burgers. But if you are trying to say something and mid-sentence you find yourself like your brain is just going quick and you're about to say the name of a place, it's easier to just change it to McDonald's than it is to go, we ate burgers, because your brain is on that track already. You're already talking and on the spot, it's like, I'm going to say the name of a place we went to, right? So just like changing it is easier than omitting sometimes, because when you're talking live and you're just yapping, like, you know what I mean? It's easier to think fast in that way sometimes. I don't know. Otherwise, you like pause and it's like weird. People are like, wow, when you say the burger place, you know, stuff like that. I'm actually a 50-year-old man. And I'm 6 feet tall. It's so true.